until you make the unconscious conscious. It will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Carl Jung. She swore you were her world, then left you questioning your own existence. That's not love. That's control. A man sits alone in a dim room, staring at his phone. Her last message 10 days, unanswered, a silent accusation. The quiet isn't her absence. It's a calculated wound cutting deeper each day. Carl Jung saw through this deception. What you called love was a power play, born from your unhealed wounds, your shadow shaping your choices from the unconscious. You thought she was your mirror reflecting your soul's truth. She wasn't. She was a maze, and you lost yourself seeking her approval. Here we don't romanticize pain. We name it. We watch it burn. Subscribe to Philosoul not to feel good, but to feel again. The truth slices like glass. You didn't choose her. Your shadow did. Jung knew the shadow, the exiled part of you where fear of abandonment fuses with a desperate need to control love's outcome, selects your lovers when you refuse to face it. Her promises felt like salvation, but they were a labyrinth, each word drawing you deeper into her design. You thought you were seen. You studied. Now the silence screams what you ignored. She didn't love you. She loved your yielding. You replay her words like a broken record. Her whispered, "I love you." Her fleeting warmth, the moments she made you feel chosen. But chosen isn't whole. Her affection turned to frost. Her distance a silent judgment. You wondered if you were too much, too raw, too open, or not enough. Her silence didn't feel empty. It felt deliberate, a thread tightening around your soul, with every ignored call, every unanswered text. You pursued her, not because she was safe, but because she felt familiar, like a wound you couldn't stop touching. You called it passion, but it was an addiction. You mistook her shifting moods for depth, her withdrawal for enigma. Each time she pulled away, you pressed closer, desperate to prove your worth. She wasn't loving you. She was reading you, tracing your vulnerabilities like a map to your core. Her gaze wasn't a mirror. It was a maze, each turn pulling you further from your truth. What if love was never the cure, only the test? Your body signaled the truth first. The racing pulse after her curt replies the nausea when she vanished for days. Your nervous system rewired to crave her validation, mistaking dread for desire. You were caught in the chemical pull of her attention. Your mind clouded by the cycle of reward and withholding. The shadow isn't just your wounded child. It's the exiled part of you, fear of abandonment, fused with the need to control love's outcome. It chose her because she echoed the chaos you've buried. Jung warned, if you don't face your unconscious wounds, they choose your partners. You didn't fall for her. You fell for the illusion of completion, she reflected. You handed her your soul, believing it was intimacy. She didn't seek connection. She sought to shape you into her mirror. You thought yielding was devotion, but it was self-betrayal. Her tests, silence, blame, sudden coldness weren't about you. They were her need to shape you. Strength isn't pursuing her approval. It's standing still, letting her chaos falter against your resolve. A storm that can't move you learns to yield. Stillness doesn't mean silence. It means sovereignty. The maze tightened. You apologized for her coldness, justified her distance, silenced your truth to avoid her rejection. You reshaped yourself into someone she might choose, but each compromise carved away your core. You became her reflection, a shadow of the man you were. She didn't leave because you failed. She left because you made her your compass, letting her define your worth. Her "I love you" was a contract, shrink, obey, vanish. You felt it early, the unease after her calls, the way she twisted your words, the guilt she planted for your honest emotions. You knew something was wrong, but your trauma urged you to stay. You thought you could fix it, that if you loved harder, she'd see you. Instead, she punished you with silence, made you doubt your reality. You weren't her partner. You were her orbit circling a star that dimmed your own. You paused the room still. When did you stop hearing your own voice? Did she ever love you, or just love what you gave up to keep her? Your body bore the cost. Sleepless nights, a clenched chest, the weight of her accusations etching doubt into your nerves. Your energy drained not from love, but from enduring her. Your body wasn't yours, it was tethered to her whims, conditioned to flinch at her disapproval. Jung called this projection not just seeing her as your savior, but casting onto her the fragments of your unloved self, your need to be enough, your hunger to be whole. She mirrored your longing, then wielded it, turning your vulnerabilities into tools for control. Your shadow lied, "Be perfect, and she won't leave." It kept you chasing, even as she erased you. You doubted your intuition, believing her distortions over your truth. You knelt at her altar, trading your sovereignty for her approval. She didn't love you. She needed you diminished to feel whole. That's not intimacy, it's possession. Her shifts warmth to cold praise to punishment were designed to keep you scrambling. True power is non-reaction. You don't plead, you don't bend. You hold the line because a man who knows his worth doesn't chase shadows. You sit in the dark. Her last message still unanswered. The phone feels heavy, but you don't type a reply. You don't check her stories. You don't wait for her to choose you. It slips from your hand, not in defeat, but in surrender to a truth you've always known you were enough without her. The maze doesn't hold you anymore. Her hold fades like a thread unraveling in the wind. The pain doesn't vanish. It quiets. You stand at the window, the city's hum, distant her absence, no longer a scream in your chest. The cage wasn't hers. It was yours. You didn't shatter. You broke open. Jung said, the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Healing begins here, admitting you let her shape you, because you didn't believe you were enough. You ignored the red flags because you were addicted to being chosen. You stayed because you thought love meant sacrifice, even if it meant losing yourself. The fog lifts, your shoulders loosen. Your breath deepens not from her absence, but from shedding her influence. Your body is yours again, no longer tethered to her chaos. You sleep without dread, move without tension. You're alive, not just enduring. You face your shadow. The boy who chased love, the man who mistook chaos for passion, they're yours to reclaim. You choose them now, not her. You stop calling her withdrawal enigma, her blame love. You trust your intuition, no longer swayed by her distortions. You reclaim your soul. Love doesn't demand your silence. It doesn't diminish you. It sees you whole. You're not here to earn her approval. You're here to become yourself, unapologetically. The air feels lighter now. What does it mean to breathe without her shadow? Individuation isn't an escape. It's integration. The boy who begged for love, the man who shrank for approval, they're not your shame. They're your strength waiting to be claimed. You don't become whole by forgetting her. You become whole by remembering you. Her games no longer pull you. They drift past like leaves on a river you no longer wade. You don't chase, don't plead, don't perform. You stand anchored because a man who knows his worth doesn't kneel for anyone. You thought she was your mirror, your salvation. She was a maze, and you lost yourself trying to find her. Nietzsche warned, he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. The lie was believing love must hurt, that it demands your erasure. Real love doesn't diminish you. It sees you whole. You don't need her validation to stand. You don't need closure, just a locked door. Sovereignty isn't just standing firm. It's individuation reclaiming the rejected parts of your soul, forging a self that no maze can trap. You're not the man who knelt for her approval. You're the man who stands unmoved, knowing his value. Jung said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. That's your path now. No more performing. No more shrinking. No more handing your soul to someone who only knows how to possess. The pain lingers, a quiet ache, not a catharsis. You don't walk away healed. You walk away awake. If you've walked through this fire, comment below, so no man feels like he's breaking alone. Join Philosoul for truths that cut deeper than the noise. If this truth woke something in you, share it. There's a man out there still trapped. This is where the illusion ends and the kingdom begins.
Thank you for watching. Walk your path with quiet strength.